The following sponsors support public television and Hello Paradise.
Grand Residences, a welcome escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, with an array of services, amenities, and surprises. Grand Residences in Cancun, Mexico, sponsored in part by Czech Tourism. The heart of Europe, the land of stories. Czech Tourism is a proud sponsor of KVCR.
Los Arboles Hotel, located in the Palm Springs Historic Movie Colony District. Tiled floored rooms, a courtyard pool, jacuzzi, event spaces, and El Mirasol Cocina Mexicana restaurant. LosArbolesHotel.com.
Hi, this is Joni Ravenna in gorgeous Southern California, and on this episode of Hello Paradise, we're going to show you all of the greatest places to go, people to meet, and things to do. And then in the end, we'll take you somewhere else, because there are a lot of great places in this world. All of that and more on this episode of Hello Paradise. Headed to Palm Springs for a look at the Indian Canyons. A trip to the Indian Canyons really puts you in touch with the Cahuilla Indians. And this is where they say you can walk in the footsteps of the ancestors of the Native Americans. There's some wonderful folklore here, including that during a special time of the day, if the sun is hitting the mountain just right, you can actually see the Witch of Tahquitz. Many centuries ago, the band of Agua Caliente Indians settled in the Palm Springs area and developed complex communities in these canyons at the foot of the San Jacinto mountain range. These canyons are visited by thousands each year and are among the most fertile sources of research for studies of the Indians' native lifestyle. The biggest canyon, Palm Canyon, is over 15 miles long and is one of only 2 places in the world where native palm oases grow. They have these park benches so that after a long day of hiking you can have your own lunch. And in fact, a lot of the local schools come here on field trips. What's up on this week's Eat, Drink, and Be Merry.
Hello, my name is Eric Wadman. Welcome to Chef Surprise. Today I got truly surprised. We're going to make a roast tenderloin with portobello mushrooms and a Cabernet essence, a little bit of fresh artichoke. Okay, we're going to start out with the tenderloin. So I'm cooking for 6 people, and I'm going to make 3 nice steaks out of this. Seasoning's up really good. Lots of salt, lots of pepper, lots of seasoning. And now as we cut them, they become filet mignon. Start out with some oil. Our pan is good and hot, as you can tell. We're gonna give it a nice sear, okay? Got a nice color on this. It's looking really good. I have the oven turned up to 450 degrees. I'm going to just roast those off in the oven. Start out with a little olive oil, your garlic and your shallot. And I always start with olive oil, and I'll add my mushrooms. And I like to start the garlic and the shallots in olive oil. And then once I get my mushrooms in there and get my mushrooms going, I'll add butter, unsalted butter. So I'll add a little bit of butter. We'll add a little bit more butter. And just to make sure, as I said, the three most important things to cooking are salt, butter, and salt, so just a little more butter. It's best to season it while it's still a little raw. You're gonna cook the flavor of the garlic, the shallots, the butter, the salt, and the pepper into the mushroom. Nice smell, nice aroma. But I went through her cupboards and I noticed that the lady that owns the house had 3 or 4 different types of artichokes. So I figured, well, she probably likes artichokes. So I'm gonna put little artichokes in with this dish, with the mushrooms. But I did want the mushrooms, just like the beef, to sear before I added the artichokes. And this is red wine, okay? I took a nice, a bottle of red wine. Let's see what I did. I took a nice Zinfandel, Ancient Vine Zinfandel. So that's a whole bottle in there, reduced down to about a third of a cup or so, okay? This is what I found in the cupboard. This is an excellent product, 100% pure honey. We're just gonna put the honey in there. 1, 2 tablespoons. A little bit more for good luck. Okay, our beef is ready. Pull it out of the oven. It's always good to remove it and let it rest. I like to let it rest for like 4 minutes, 3 minutes, you know. We have some fresh thyme right out of the garden. We're just gonna give that a quick mince. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look good now? You got nice caramelization. All right, this is our mushrooms, fresh thyme, artichokes, salt, pepper, a little bit of butter. All right, a lot of butter. This is our red wine sauce that we added our honey. The bigger the bubbles get, the closer it is to being done. That around. All right, then we're gonna cut our beef. Oh, nice, perfect mid-rare, just like they asked for. Okay. Okay, now we're just gonna finish the top of our steaks there. All right, the last thing, another little fresh olive oil. Just kind of around. All right, there you go. You got beef tenderloin, roasted with artichokes, portobello mushrooms, Zinfandel reduction, a little fresh olive oil, all done. A great chef surprise.
Now let's find out what's going on in this week's Desert Cities Report.
For all you avid golfers out there, welcome to the Playboy Golf Scramble at the Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Hi, this is Joni Ravenna, and we are high atop the Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. It's gorgeous up here. We're in their club called 12. Well, this place is really going to start jumping in a little bit. They have a lot of celebrities who are going to show up here tonight, and we're going to try and find them for you. People like Dennis Haysbert, who's star of The Unit. First, let's see how Fred did on the golf course.
I got my buddy here, ex-Tiddlywinks ping pong player, championship.
You know, that's pretty accurate.
Swimming.
I can play some.
You play b-ball? Did you ever play b-ball? You're a tall dude, man. You ever play b-ball?
I played basketball in high school.
Where? And what school was that?
San Mateo High.
San Mateo?
San Mateo.
Really?
20 miles south of San Francisco.
So you've been an Oakland Raider fan all your life then, huh?
Oakland Raiders, San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
Mr. Kansas City.
What in your career would you have done that you wish you had done or wish you had not done?
What I can give to that is the one I didn't take.
Yeah.
And that was ER.
Okay.
All right, brother.
See ya, I'll be hearing about you.
All right.
Good, man. We're out here with Chris. Chris, how you doing, man?
Good. Beautiful day out here today.
I want you to know I hate you.
Thank you. Why?
Because I think Reba is a sexy lady. She's number one on my list for sex.
Oh, she is gorgeous.
And you have been there
Done
before
that?
me.
Well,
and I probably will never get the opportunity that you had, so I hate you.
I don't know. I'm thinking next go round, you come do it, because it was a blast, man. You would have loved working with her.
I still hate you. I don't give a damn what you say.
Thanks. I'm trying to be nice. Look, I'm getting beat up here.
Dude, you played the hubby, right?
Yeah.
How many years you do that?
6 years.
Oh, man.
I know. How fun is that?
Dude, she's something. I got the great personality, the great smile. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. What in your career that you wish you could have done, should have done, that you did, that you wish you hadn't done, or did that you didn't do that you would have, should have, could have won?
Yeah, right. Well, you know, it's funny because, you know, I was always one of those guys who, instead of trying to craft a career, I'd like to work. So I would take jobs, and I think I've been lucky that the ones like Murphy Brown or Boston Legal or Reba, you know, that I had such a great time doing them. Well, there's plenty that I took that I should have turned.
Just give me one, dog.
Okay, all right, here's my favorite one. I got offered to do this is with Damon and Keenan's sister. I got offered to do this movie called Critics, and in it I played a gay theater critic.
Dude.
And the script was just a dog. And
were you a good gay?
Well, I think I was really good. I mean, I just went to that natural place inside myself where you give, and I went there and I found I was a little comfortable there, Fred.
How about the course? You like the course?
I love this course.
Played it before? How many times you played it?
I played it about half a dozen times, and I've watched it. You know, I played out here like the first year that it opened. I've watched it mature. It's getting really good now. It's really getting good.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Fred.
My man.
He's the best.
Back here at the Eagle Falls Golf Course, and we're now talking to Beverly Johnson, a wonderful, beautiful model, ex-model, Beverly Johnson, who is a wonderful actress, and anything else she wants to be will also be a success. Right?
That's right.
Hey, Beverly, how you doing?
I'm great.
Got a question for you. This is a question I usually ask everybody because I hate stupid questions when people interview you. Here's a question. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. What is it in your career that you wish you should have done that you didn't do, or you did and it didn't turn out the way you thought it was going to do? Because I remember turning down some movies and saying, wow, I should have done that. Right?
Well, actually, you mean in the acting career?
In business. Whether it's acting, modeling, whatever.
I think the singing thing. I made an album and about 10 people bought it.
Right.
And it was a lot of work. I wish I had never done that crap. I can't sing.
But
I knew I couldn't sing.
But your heart told you to do it, right?
But no, my heart didn't tell me to do it. I was married to a man in the music business, and he thought that he could make some money, and it didn't happen.
So the decision was you decided to sing. It didn't turn out the way you wanted to, so you did something else that turned out better.
Yes.
So that's the woulda, coulda, shoulda thing.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yes.
So, I mean, everybody has to have that in their life. Everybody has that big decision, you know?
Yes. Well, what I did was I just did everything, and then I just saw what stuck. I mean, I went with what stuck.
Right.
Yes.
But it's got to come from the heart, though. There's a thing that comes from the heart that you really want to do that you did. Didn't work out.
Yes.
It gave you energy and motivation to do something different.
Yes.
So you wouldn't fall into that trap again.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. You having fun playing golf here?
Yep.
You like this course?
I love it. It's beautiful. I shot 79 here.
Nah. 79.
79.
How many
the
balls?
skins game.
How many balls you lose?
Then I didn't lose any.
No, you come on. The
79.
rough ball go in the
I got
rough.
my partners right here. I took all their money.
The ball went in the rough. You found all the balls that go into the rough. Once they go in the rough, you can't find
You know what? I don't even remember the course because I was just plotting along.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
I mean that was a really, really good score for me.
All right, Bev. Thanks for talking, baby. Thank you, darling. Back to you, Joni.
Tell me about this place. Did you get to play a little golf?
I did. I played golf today. Shot career round.
Yeah?
Swear to God, I shot 1 over par. And I'm not a 1 over par guy. But I whatever it was.
You did. Well, you've got a gorgeous tan because of it, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You look wonderful.
The trick is halfway through you put on
It looks
suntan
perfect.
lotion.
Just the right amount. Did
Okay.
you get to gamble?
I did, and apparently I had to pay for that 73. Went down to the tables, but I'm going back.
I find it hard to believe you actually play golf.
We play a lot.
Yeah, what's your handicap?
Wow, that's a tough question. I don't know if I know you that well.
Okay, well, while we try to figure out what their real handicap is, you take a look at this next piece.
I love getting people's opinions on various things. Let's go and see what the opinion of the day is on this Man on the Street segment.
I think to each his own. I personally am in a heterosexual relationship and I have 2 children, but I have a lot of people who are in gay relationships and gay marriages, and they seem to be very happy and very grounded. So if they bring a positive influence to the community, then more power to you.
Oh, it's all right. I think everybody's entitled to do their own thing.
I think if that's a personal choice, that's fine, but I don't think it should be like really publicized, and I don't think they should be able to adopt children.
I think that who you love is who you love.
Do you watch PBS and do you support PBS?
Yeah, I do watch PBS. I watch a lot of PBS. Actually, I watch more kids programs than anything anymore, but I do watch PBS, yeah.
I think everyone should support PBS.
I support PBS.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So do I.
Bye-bye.
Viewers should always support PBS. It's the voice of the people.
Support PBS.
Let's support PBS, please. We need that more.
Question, do you watch PBS?
That's all I watch. Support PBS. It's our last chance. It's our last hope.
Do you support PBS?
Yes, I support PBS. My wife, every month.
PBS.
I know.
I'd like a clone of myself.
And the reason being?
Because there's just not enough time in the day to accomplish all the things I'd like to do. If I had a helper that was just like me, that I wouldn't have to give direction to, it would be great.
Oh, that's easy. I'd make sure I had a lot more patience. I'm a very impatient woman. It's something I've been working on for 58 years, and I'm not any better at it this year than I was 58 years ago.
Okay.
Not having a little brother? That's annoying?
Oh, okay.
See who we're talking to in this week's featured interview.
We're here at the Star Fair. Beforehand, I'm having breakfast, and I'm trying to find out what time we show up. And so I asked this person, it turns out to be Bernie Coppell. Bernie, welcome to Star Fair.
Well, Dick, it's a delight to be here. We were concerned about the weather. It rained like hell on the way. Can you say hell? Is this all right to say hell?
You just did.
Yeah, I think I did. It rained and rained and rained, and we said, oh, this may mess up our Star Fair. But today, here in Palm Springs, it's gorgeous.
Bernie Coppell, something I need to find out.
Yes.
When you did your first episode of The Love Boat, it wasn't The Love Boat. Could you tell us a little bit about that, please?
When I did my first episode of The Love Boat, it actually was The Love Boat. And there was a little pamphlet written by Geraldine Saunders, and Doug Kramer got a hold of it. And he said, I think this might be a series. And the rest is history. We went on for 10 years. Out of her, she just scribbled some anecdotes about what happened on the ship. She was a cruise director, Geraldine Saunders, and she's still in the world. She's still a very dear friend, and she has been responsible for generating billions with a B for the cruise industry, and she's certainly made our lives a lot happier.
Wow. Let's talk about residuals.
Yes. Well,
let's also talk about unexpected consequences, things that might have developed that you never thought would develop because of The Love Boat for you.
Well, because of The Love Boat, I have a lovely lifestyle. We have, by the way, Katrina, my darling wife, is here with me now, and we have 2 delicious boys, Adam and Josh, and they're home with our housekeeper now. And we just have a lovely place to live, and I think that Love Boat is responsible for that. Thank you, Aaron Spelling, who's up in that big green room in the sky, and Doug Kramer, and ABC.
Yeah. And Bernie Coppell, what is it like for you attending Star Fair and events similar to this?
Attending this is very, very sweet because I've been coming into people's homes for close to 50 years now, which is miraculous to me. And you get to see people who've seen you and they remember you from the Doris Day show and from Get Smart and from Bewitched and all these things that I've done, going all the way back to the Jack Benny show.
Wow.
And it's sweet because people remember when they were younger, when they saw me when I was younger.
Guys, as soon as Gopher's mother gets here, we have to keep her busy. We'll get her involved with every fun activity on board ship, and she'll be so busy
that she's got to have a good time.
Right.
Okay? Right.
And they give you this line of political talk, and they say, "You haven't changed a bit." And these lies make you feel good.
Well, you are looking good, and that's not a lie. Bernie Capel, thanks so much for showing up.
Breakfast tomorrow morning?
You got it.
Okay.
Take care.
Boy, that was an interesting person to hear from, wasn't it? Well, now let's see where we're going on this week's Getaway. And now Miranda Barsky shows us Nashville, Tennessee, like you've never seen it before.
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. As locals refer to it, Nashville. It's the capital of Tennessee. So, Centennial Park was built in the late 1800s to celebrate Tennessee having been a state for over 100 years. But now this park is over 100 years old. Pretty cool. It was the site of the Tennessee Centennial and International Exposition. Prior to that, this was farmland, a staging assembly area during the War of 1812 and the Civil War. Later, it was used as a fairground and a racetrack. Man, I gotta tell you, this is making me a little homesick for North Carolina. My mom is an avid gardener, and these flowers are gorgeous. There's a lake, there are picnic tables, but there's something else that I was not prepared for. Come on. Yeah, that is a full-scale replica of the Parthenon. Among Nashville's many nicknames are Nash Vegas, Music City, USA, and also the Athens of the South. So the original structure was built in the late 1800s. It was made with wood and plaster and brick, but when it started to deteriorate in the 20s, they recovered the outside with a more permanent concrete. Let's check out what's inside the Parthenon, huh? Here she is. This is the Athena Parthenos, with a hefty weight of 12 tons, give or take, and a height of 42 feet and 10 inches. Nashville native Alan LeQuire built Athena Parthenos. For lunch, I was told to try this local German place, the Gersthaus. In an area of Nashville dubbed Germantown, I found exactly what I was hoping for, an authentic German restaurant. The atmosphere was slightly kitschy in a self-aware and fun way. It was absolutely adorable. While once upon a time the Gerst beer was brewed here in Nashville, today it's outsourced to Pittsburgh, but maintains the original Gerst tradition. It's super hot outside, so I'm so stoked to have a Gerst in a fish bowl. So cheers to that, huh? Thank you. I can't even lift this up with one hand. It's probably inappropriate to drink beer with a straw, but let's just not talk about it. I decided to go to one of my favorite childhood traditions, the fair. I'm getting in touch with my country roots at the Williamson County Fair. What's more American than a county fair? Livestock, fried comfort foods, and brightly lit, fast-moving rides. I heard they've even got a special race. We are about to witness the mayoral pig race. This is the kind of stuff I miss out on living up in New York. Now that I know who won the pig race, I'm kind of hungry. So they've got a ton of games, but honestly, I just can't wait to eat some food. There's definitely something for everyone here. If you're gonna splurge, splurge. I'm gonna go all out. I don't even know where to start. There's so much food. Can I get one of each, please? If it's deep fried, you know it's good. I think I'm gonna head inside and check out the arts and crafts. It is a county fair after all, so they're awarding prizes for a lot of the arts and crafts. This one only got third, but it's number one to me. It's a good thing they keep it behind chicken wire, because I might have gone home with a couple of these. There's always something unexpected at a fair. For example, this bobblehead karaoke? You don't have to ask me twice. Well, I've had a killer time here at the fair, but it's time to head home. I'm getting a little tired. To say, this is the cutest thing ever. I mean, if you have a county fair, you should really find out when it is and go and eat some food, ride some rides, and just have a good old-fashioned good time. I really did have a great time at the fair. I hope you enjoyed Nashville as much as I did. See you next time.
Well, that's about going to do it for us. We sure hope you enjoyed this episode of Hello Paradise. This is Joni Ravenna saying goodbye, Paradise.
Joni's hair provided by Heads Up Hair Design, located at 460 South Palm Canyon Drive in Palm Springs. Heads Up is a full-service salon and day spa, located in the heart of downtown Palm Springs.
Grand Residences, a welcome escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, with an array of services, amenities, and surprises. Grand Residences in Cancun, Mexico. Sponsored in part by Czech Tourism. The heart of Europe. The land of stories. Czech Tourism is a proud sponsor of KVCR.
The Desert Entertainer proudly supports public television and KVCR.